trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness, and forsook not the ordinances of their God. They ask of me the ordinances of justice. They take delight in approaching to God. So here we see, the people of God are delighting of making a show of seeking God. And this is what they say. Wherefore have we fasted, say they, and thou seest not? Wherefore have we afflicted our soul, and thou takest no knowledge? The Lord says, Behold, in the day of your fast ye find pleasure, and exact all your labors. Behold, ye fast for strife and debate, and to smite with the fists of wickedness. Ye shall not fast as ye do this day, to make your voice to be heard on high. Is it such a fast that I have chosen, a day for a man to afflict his soul? Is it to bow down the head as a bulrush, and to spread sackcloth and ashes under him? Wilt thou call this a fast, an acceptable day to the Lord? Is not this the fast that I have chosen? So this is the fast. Instead of fasting, at church go, let's take a fast, we're not going to eat, and we're going to have just juices, and we're going to really seek the Lord. But the Lord says here, this is the fast that I want you to do. So what? So at the end of the week, you can feel so righteous that you've done some fasting? No, this is what the Lord wants. He says, Is this not the fast that I have chosen? To loose the bands of the wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, to let the oppressed go free, and that you break every yoke? Is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry, that thou bring the poor that are cast out to thy house? When thou seest the naked, that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thine own flesh, that you even help your own family that maybe need help, and you don't want to help them because you're harden your heart against them, because they're your own family. If you do these things, in other words, if you are loose the bands of the wicked, and undo the heavy burdens, let the oppressed go free, and deal thy bread to the hungry, and bring the poor that are cast out, and don't turn your back away from your own family, what's going to happen? Then shall thy light shine forth as the morning, and thy health shall spring forth speedily, and thy righteousness shall go before thee, and the glory of the Lord shall be the reward. Are you sick and need healing? Start helping other people. Start opening up your windows of your life upon others. You want healing? You want God to hear your prayers? Then the Lord himself is going to be your reward. Your face is going to shine because the Lord is going to be with you. Then shalt thou call, and the Lord shall answer. Thou shalt cry, and he shall say, Here I am. If thou take away from the midst of thee the yoke, the putting forth a finger and speaking vanity, and if thou draw thy soul to the hungry, and satisfy the afflicted soul, then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness as a noonday. And the Lord shall guide thee continually, satisfy thy soul in drought, make fat thy bones, and thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose waters fail not. And they that shall be of thee shall build up the old waste places, and thou shalt raise up the foundations of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of paths to dwell in. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor seeking thine own words, then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. So there we have a beautiful chapter from the book of Isaiah, where how God will answer our prayers. It's not the fast of denying ourselves food or drink that the Lord wants, where we just feel righteous about what we've done and we think God has to answer our prayer because of something that we've done. Yes, there is something we can do, and that's to open up our lives upon others and help others, and that's where God promises to hear our prayers. When we get busy helping the oppressed and feeding the poor and taking care of those in need, even those in our own family, then that's what God's going to bless. So if you want healing, you want answers to prayer, get busy helping others, and you're putting yourself in position for God to answer your prayers. God bless you as you help others.